welcome to another episode of Desi Superfoods live cooking. Today we are going to make a tasty paneer pizza. So you guys voted for it, so I thought what could we do with a pizza? And what we love to do is just use a super authentic Italian pizza dough and then put some Indianized stuff on it. So that's very tasty, and exactly that we're going to do today. So before I get started, I am going to show you already how the pizza is going to look like. So join me until the end, or stick until the end, because at the end when we start actually preparing and putting all the toppings on top, I show you what you have to keep in mind if you want to have this perfect pizza crust. Okay, then let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is a super authentic Italian pizza dough. So that's going to taste like actually in Italy. Okay, so what do we need here? We need just random normal all-purpose flour. Then we do need fresh yeast. So fresh yeast you can get in any supermarket, because I think for battura you need fresh yeast anyway. So you should get it anywhere possible. So it's a bit loud in the background. I hope you can hear me. Then we need actually hot water, and we need some olive oil, and that's it basically. So now what we're going to do is we just put we put the flour in a bowl. Let me quickly. So it's a bit too loud here. So now I think you can understand me again. So what we're going to do, we just put the flour in the bowl. Then what we need is the olive oil. We put some olive oil. Then I already put some salt. You put some salt on top of it. And then we need the hot water. So now we take the yeast and put the yeast in the hot water. Yeah, like this. And then we mix it. So see, and now you see that it's actually nicely changing in the water. So you have the mixed water with the yeast. And then once you see that it's completely mixed, you put it in the dough. So, and it looks a little bit watery now, so the dough looks like this now, but that's fine. That's okay. That's completely okay. And then you just mix everything together. And I just do this once completely, because there are different steps in making that dough. And so I want to show you how the dough has to look like in the different stages basically of the dough, because I think the pizza actually, it's an awesome pizza if you have an awesome dough. So that makes the whole difference basically in the end. So now we just keep mixing this, and it's like making your battura dough. Just mix with your hands until you have a really, really soft kind of dough. So yeah, so we just keep mixing this, keep mixing here, and then I can show you how this dough looks like. It's sticky. It's good when it sticks at your hand. That's actually necessary. And then you see, this is super soft dough. That's why I wanted to show it to you. So it's supposed to look like this. And then what you're doing is you put that dough in a bowl, and then you take slightly wet towel, and then you just put it on top, and you put it maybe on the balcony somewhere where it's warm. So it doesn't need direct sunlight, but somewhere where it's warm. So I usually put it on the heater just for 20 to 30 minutes, and that's fine. So that's all you need to do. And then I just quickly clean my hands before I continue. And then what you need to do is just wait for 20-30 minutes, and then the dough looks this amazing. Yeah, so it really blows up. So that's really cool, and that's how it's supposed to look like. So So what we're going to do is, like, while you keep that dough on the balcony, we can just make all the other things, like all the other things that we need for the pizza. So that's perfect to do this in the beginning. And then after that, we can just continue with all the other stuff. And then once the dough is done, we are also done with everything else, and then we can continue with the pizza. Okay, so now we are done with the dough, like the authentic Indian dough, Italian dough. I'm already saying Indian dough. Then we make the Indianized tomato sauce that we want to put on top of the pizza. So what do we need for this? We just need fresh tomatoes. They're, by the way, again, organic from my mom's garden. I just got them yesterday. So it's important that they're ripe. So you can also use yellow tomatoes if you prefer like yellow tomato sauce. But the only important thing is that they're ripe. So we have like nice like red ones. Then we have, for the tomato sauce, we have red chili, we have coriander powder, and we have salt. We put everything on top. Then we have fresh coriander leaves. We also put that on top. And we don't add any water. And then this is just what you're going to mix for maybe 10-20 seconds or so, like nothing like super long. And what it's going to look like then is like this. I mean, I wish you could smell it. I mean, I always wish I could just send some smell through the camera, but I cannot, unfortunately. But please try it out. It's yummy. So now we have the tomato sauce. And that's also really quick, right? We don't add any oil, we don't add any sugar, we don't add anything. So it's really healthy. It's basically just tomatoes, right? So it's super healthy. And again, like, because this session is also meant to just show that it's a myth that every pizza is unhealthy. We can make healthy pizza, we just have to make it ourselves. So that's why we do this today. So we have our dough, we have our tomato sauce. And now what do we do? We need the topping. For that, we are going to prepare a spicy paneer. Because, I mean, what's best than a paneer pizza? I mean, seriously, like, that's the most amazing pizza of all. So, here, what do we need for that? Again, we will need this one. But I want to make it a bit shorter, so I prepared everyone and show you just what you need. So, you need fresh coriander again. Because also, it's always good if you have one ingredient, for example, in the sauce, and same like slightly in the other one. So now we use coriander again because we used it before. So you have like, it's it's like a theme pizza then, yeah? That's very tasty. Like, you just feel it, like you feel the difference. Okay, so, and then we have mint, also fresh, really good. Then we have green chilies, and we have amla fresh. We have half a lemon, and we have some cumin and some salt. And that's it. And you put all this together in the mixer and you mix it. Add a little bit of water, but not too much, because we don't want to have too much water afterwards. Because what we have then, so we have, this is what it looks like in the end, but I mean, you know all this is like the green chutney, so I don't have to, that's why I didn't spend too much time on explaining this. Yeah, so it looks like this. And then what we want to do is we take the paneer, we cut it in small pieces, and then we put the paneer in the green chutney, like this. And we just mix it. I mean, you can use a spoon. I love doing everything with my hands because I think like food is love, and everything I love, I just, you know, I just want to like actually feel doing this. So now we just mix this a little bit, see, like this, we mix it, and then I remove some of the water. So, because eventually we want the green chutney in like around the paneer. And after that, after you remove the water, you fry it. You fry it a little bit in the pan, and that's why we also need to remove the water. And the second that the water is basically evaporated, it looks like this. So we have nice hara paneer, basically spicy, and it's really flavorous because of the lemon and all like the coriander and mint. So that's super, super tasty. Again, I don't use any oil, right? So we just put the paneer in the pan without any oil, and as soon as the water is gone, then we're basically that's done. So again, no oil, no sugar, nothing. So it's really, really healthy. Everything that we prepared so far. So, and now we get to the amazing thing of preparing the actual pizza. So I just cleaned this a little bit because we have to prepare the pizza here on first before we put it on the tray. So we have this amazing dough here, and you can see, like, you know, it's like really, really, really soft. Like, you know, I love that because it's so soft. I don't know, I just have a thing for this yeast dough. So it's really, you can also see it again, it's very, very soft dough. And that's what you want for an authentic pizza dough, like Italian pizza dough. So next thing that we know is we take some flour. I'll just show that here. We put some flour here on the where you work, and then we just put your dough on top of the flour, and we can already like make it a bit round. And I mean, you can just decide if you want to have a round pizza, or if you like feel like you just put it on the tray. It also kind of depends for how many people you make it, because that's one thing that's very important. If you make the pizza dough, let me know how many people you make it for, and I send you the exact ingredients, because the dough basically is only good if you have the exact ingredients how to make it. So let me know if you want to try it out. I'm going to send you the exact ingredients. So now we just use this. I mean, every one of you has this at home, and then we just use it to make the dough a bit bigger. And then again, like, this is just, I mean, I just show how you can do it, but you can make the dough thick or thin, whatever you like and prefer when eating a pizza. So, because like, I'm the kind of person, I really love like really thin, like super thin crust. And then there are a lot of my friends who just prefer to make, like have this thicker pizza dough. And so that's really like upon the taste, and since you're making it yourself, it's like all your decision, so you can't just decide how you want it. So now I hope you can see it. So we have a perfectly round pizza dough, and now I just tell you the trick of how to get like the amazing pizza crust. And the one thing is, you can use that, you can do that with chili oil if you want. I have normal oil here. I put some on the tray, so just a little bit olive oil. And again, if you, I don't know if you watched last week's season or episode, and then I told you like I use cold pressed olive oil because that's a bit more healthy and less on your hips. It's not going on your hips right away. So again, here I use cold pressed olive oil. You see this? Like, this is so amazing, right? Oh, I just want to eat it right away. So you can also do it and act like you're an Italian, like, you know, these pizza people. So I'm not that cool actually, so I'm just putting that down right away. Not that this goes like, you know, just sticks at the roof or something. So now we had this oil on the tray. So because then when you bake it in the oven, so you have some kind of like tiny little frying going on under the dough. And then the second thing is we also put a little bit of, and that's just like a small, you know, really tiny. You put that on top as well. So if you have this, then you have, you know, with the heat and the baking, you get this amazing crust. And this is like the secret. So many don't know that. And then they think, okay, why is my pizza not like this amazing, like in the restaurant? And one of the reasons is this. And of course, the exact amount of ingredients for the dough. So now we're actually already ready to start with the topping. So what we're going to do, we just use the tomato sauce that we made, like the fresh tomato sauce. And we put like a few spoons on top. And there's another secret that I can tell you, what makes an amazing pizza even more amazing. is don't put too much on it. I mean, that may sound like something, oh no, I want like the super stuffed pizza and so on, but actually a pizza is much better if it's less, because then the dough doesn't get soaked. I mean, it makes sense, right? But we always want like the super, like I'm the same. But once I realized that the pizza is actually much better if there's less on it. So yeah, that's just like a tiny trick. But again, it's like what you prefer. And here again, like the sauce, you add as much tomato sauce as you feel like. I just put this much now. And then the second thing, we have our amazing paneer, and we just fill like the pizza here with all the paneer. And then what cannot miss from a paneer pizza is like fresh onions. So I have organic onions from my mom because I like everything organic. So I have purple onions and white onions. So I have a mix. And then just put a lot of onions on top. And because we want it healthy, I don't put any extra cheese, and you actually don't need it because we have so much flavor in this pizza already. Like we have the pizza dough, which is authentic, and we have the tomato sauce, which has like coriander and everything. We have the spicy paneer, and onions. You really don't need any extra cheese. So now you see, what did we do? Like, it's super healthy. The only time when we needed some oil was for the dough. And that was like a tiny fraction, and to make it like this super amazing crunch. And again, that's not even a spoon of oil, like that's like half a spoon of oil. So okay, you can see now it's very healthy, and you can even just make it in the evening as a snack. And yeah, and you have like India and Italy, like the best of India and Italy in one single pizza, right? So as I showed you, so now this goes in the oven, and since it's really thin, it takes only 10 minutes and then you're done. And then you have this amazing pizza, which also smells amazing. Again, I wish I could just, just do this and you could all smell it. But yeah, and then you're already done. So the whole preparation takes about 20 minutes, and then you could bake it for another 10 minutes and 15 minutes, and then you're done. And you have an amazing, super healthy pizza snack, and you don't have to worry about any of this or any of this. It's all good, right? So that's for today. I hope you liked it. Again, let me know if you want to try the pizza, how many people you want to make it for, because yeah, the ingredients, amount of ingredients is important. And yeah, comment, share, tell me whatever you feel like about this dish, and then we're done already for today. So I hope you also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you get the videos right away. And yeah, I'm so sad that I have to say goodbye already. So see you soon, and yeah, text me if you have any questions. Bye bye.